Yo, what's poppin', guys? You got your boy Nandra here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, so today, what I'm gonna be showing you guys is another quick intro to buildings, plus some games if I can go ahead and squeeze them in. Today's intro to building is gonna be for Linduuk. So Linduuk is basically just like Marduk plus Linduuk, plus Lindworm in the same deck, aka Linduuk. So let me quickly show you guys the deck now. I initially didn't even want to play Linduuk, honestly. I'd seen some people playing it or whatever. I was like, is this a thing I want to do? But I do, in essence, I do actually like what Marduk brings to the table. But in actuality, it's kind of untenable at times. But anyway, let me show you guys the list, and then we're gonna talk about it as I'm showing you guys the list. So. The three blazing is pretty standard. The one dragon horde, I really like dragon horde, especially in Lindworm, just because you really want the first Lindworm you play to be able to just kill them. If you have to play a second Lindworm, you need to be really far ahead, or you need them to have no pressure, and that's right. And and they'll have them have no pressure thing is very unlikely. So generally, the chip damage you get is very good, and dragon horde helps get you the chip damage. The 3 nest, ordinarily I'm not sure how I feel about 3 nest, but you do have to play it in Linduuk just because of the synergy with Marduk as well as Lindworm. In particular the Marduk, just because it gets you the chip damage that you need for your Lindworm. Best case scenario for you get to go Marduk, then play 3 nest, and then you hit them for 6. Then you draw 3 for your turn. They also heal for 6, and that's a lot of things happening in one turn. Oh, and you also have a 7/7 too, so that's also bad, which is pretty cool. I definitely think they'll obviously be probably replacing this with the new Dragon Gold, which I'll talk about when I actually go ahead and do my review on the new set of cards. The 3 Ayla, that's also standard. The 3 Somniferous, again standard. Oracle standard. Waters of the Orca standard. 2 Sun and Moon. So I don't actually like playing 3 Sun and Moon. I just never enjoyed it. So just kind of 2 Sun and Moon. It's fine. I think the only trade-off that having three gives you is that in games where you need cards, you can just go ahead and play Sun and Moon spam in order to just slowly regrow your hand. But most times I haven't really come down to that. Most games it's just been I need to hit this Lindworm as fast as possible, and I just don't find the Lindworm and I just die. 3 Scyther. Scyther is still one of the best dragon cards. There's absolutely no reason not to play Scyther in your Lindworm deck. There's just none. 3 Roy. Roy's our boy. 3 Force of Newt. So I should 3 Force of Newt, just because I don't really like playing creatures that much, just because when you're playing creatures, the more creatures you play, after they hit a certain mana cost, for example after they hit about 4 or 5 mana, those are all taking away from being able to play more spells for Lindworm. And generally the Force of Newt does 2 things. It's 1, counter for Lindworm. 2, does space damage that helps Lindworm. Honestly, great card. I don't understand why people undervalue this card as much as they did in the reveals. 2 Galua. So initially I was playing some monkey stuff, and I was not playing the 2 Galua. I was immediately punished by that, so I had to kind of put in Galua. Galua helps fix a lot of things. It gives you black breaths. Black breaths are your I don't want to die to strange things, so here's a black breath to stop that. For example, support cannon. Support cannon, Durandal. Black breath helps you amazingly versus this. And then white breath can help you draw cards. This way you can avoid the I didn't draw my Lindworm and they're at 10, so I guess I lose, huh? So pretty good. 2 Marduk. That's because I only own 2 Marduk. I refuse to craft the 3rd one, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. It just does the things it needs to do. A few quick things to mention when we get to Marduk is that you can still cast Waters of the Orca, you can still cast your Moon and Sun, but you cannot cast any of your actual is a creature on the initial card text cards. So definitely a big thing. Now the other thing I guess I wanted to talk about is Waters of the Orca before I go ahead and go any further. Waters of the Orca, underrated card, has always been underrated. I definitely think that you can afford to play this in pretty much almost any version of Dragon except for maybe like Ram Dragon. Just like the card does so much. Like it's just like, oh, well, here's one card that gives you several cards at once. That's pretty cool. Also, the artwork is pretty fire. 3 Frenzy Drake. So I did say that, yeah, I don't like playing creatures. Well, sorry, I don't like playing creatures over a certain mana cost in Lindworm, but Frenzy Drake makes an exception. The reason why Frenzy Drake has an exception is because like he's a massive AoE on a very, very large body that sometimes doesn't get fully cleared all the time. So sometimes you can actually just like play like Frenzy Drake control and just bash him in the face with a Frenzy Drake two or three times, just like get a win that way. And then lastly, 3 Lindworm. I was thinking about glibbing my Lindworm, but I really just want to like get the icon. I don't know. Like I have not pulled a real Lindworm yet, so I kind of really want to pull it, and then maybe I'll glib it. I'm not sure. But yeah, card is great. Again, it's one of those cards that like I honestly think that like if you don't think that Lindworm is good, you probably haven't played enough games of Lindworm to actually get good at playing the deck. Yeah. Completely unbiased opinion there, Kappa. Anyway. So I'm going to quickly get into one of the games. So I did lose a few games, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys some of the games I lost, because like a lot of these games I lost, like I didn't lose because like the deck sucks. I didn't lose because like the deck sucks or anything like that. I literally lost to things like, oh, well, I didn't draw Lindworm, and I crapped on them, and I just like couldn't finish it up. So I'll start with this Portercraft game. So I'll probably show you guys about two or three different games. Maybe not in this video, because even though I am trying to hurry this up, I know that like my deck description things usually take a while, and I don't have that much time because I'm doing other things at the moment. But whatever I don't cover in this video, I'll cover in the part 2. So versus Portercraft, I'm not really sure how to feel about this. I generally think that you maybe have a pretty good time. I'm not sure. So my hand is pretty fire. I decided to go ahead and keep it all because it is great. Like I'm going first, so I get to go Oracle, Waters. If he for some reason doesn't trade and he tries to commit more creatures, oh bam, eat that Force and Newt, eat like 6 more damage, be dead. So I pick up the Ayala. The Ayala and the Summoner first, like those aren't really things I wanted to hit. Like for example, the Ayala doesn't really mean as much to me. So here he plays Miriam. I'm like, okay, sure. So that probably means that he's probably gonna like find Prime Artifact pretty quickly. That's like for me to be like wary of, but Prime Artifact is pretty slow, and nice things that you can kill it and like accelerate your Lindworm, and then also kind of go about your business. So here he plays Fervent. I'm like, damn, that's the single biggest counter to what I wanted to do this turn. So if he had not played Fervent, I would just like play 2-drop, but now I have to go Roy into Dragon Strife, go face, clear off that 2/3, and just go about my business. To be honest with you, I think I still could have like played out the White Worm, and that would have been fine, but I kind of pussed out. So here he goes Hamlin for Icarus. Because he did in that order, I'm pretty sure that means they just copied the Icarus. I can't know for sure because he did it in the correct order. Like generally, anything you play with Hamlin, you want to try to play if you have an animated copy and an unanimated copy, you want to try to play the animated copy first. This way you hide information, which I think is what he did, but I'm not sure because the ordering is what like leads you to believe that he did that. So I top deck the Oracle. I'm like, okay, cool, awesome, this is amazing. So I'll go ahead and just like Oracle it up. Go ahead and get my draw. I pick up the Blazing Breath. So the Blazing Breath means that like I'm gonna like go ahead and do something different this turn. I'll go ahead and just like make the value trade and then just like push 2 more face damage. I can hold off on playing the White Worm because well, as you can see, my next turn is like pretty dead, so I can afford to just do it that way. So here he plays Hamlin. Again, he did it before he played the Icarus and before he played out the ancient artifacts. That leads me to believe that they just it's gonna just like go Icarus Evo, and then just like make me like sad. But that's fine. It doesn't matter. So here I pick up a Force and Newt. I'm like, okay, sure. I was gonna force him into playing my White Worm. So for those of you who've been keeping track, I believe I'm at like six Lindworm triggers, but I don't have cards anymore. But like I'm about to go ahead and like drop down to like 12 here, and that's like really, really good. But I just need to hit the Lindworm now and I win. But here he plays Iron Staff Mechanic. The Iron Staff Mechanic is really annoying because I can't actually get rid of that because it's at 3 HP. He then plays the second one. I'm like, okay, so this is gonna be high die then, huh? But here I pick up Frenzy Drake. I'm like, okay, cool, boss. Let's go for it. So I go ahead and trade to then play Frenzy Drake, to then play Nest. Now here, to be honest with you, I should have 100% evolve this Frenzy Drake. The reason why you evolve the Frenzy Drake is because yes, it's going to die to like the Icarus plus like some like other shenanigans, but like at least he has to like give me 3 guards to do that, and that buys me some time. Because I have the Scyther and the Force of Newt, as long as the Scyther goes space at some point, right? As long as it goes space, I still probably win here, because I like, again, like it's literally since like turn like 8 or something like that has all been about, oh well, will I draw the Lindworm? I draw Lindworm, I win, but I don't evolve it because I bitch out, and then I just have him draw the Prime Artifact, and I'm just like, oh, okay then. Yeah, so the Prime Artifact was the other reason why I should have done that, but again, I just kind of bitched out and I didn't do it, and I got punished for it. So now he has Prime Artifact in play and I can't stop it. I draw 2 cards here. I pick up White Worm and I also pick up Roy. So to be honest with you, this turn, it's another turn I messed up. Honestly, the correct play, as stupid as this play seems, is to go ahead and just go Roy, White Worm, Scyther, evolve Scyther, and go face for 4. You have to do it here because like I know what he's copied from, or sorry, I know what artifacts he's made. Like he's made 3 ancients for the ward guy, and then like the radiant. So if I do it here, right, there's a strong chance that the Scyther lives and gets a hit in the face again. Like that's a lot of compounded damage. You have to evolve because if you evolve, you put it out of range of substitution. Like, but I can't. But again, I kind of like bitch out. I just kind of take it slow, and I don't really think that was like correct here because like I'm about to miss like 10 damage here. That's so much damage. So thankfully, like, and this is like hindsight bias, like thankfully we know now that the gamble wouldn't have worked, but like it's still a very, very tenuous situation for me because like I just need to draw this Lindworm. That's all I need. I just need to draw it. Anyway, here I just go Dragon Strife Blade to play Scyther. I'll evolve the Scyther now because like at this point I've realized that, oh well, this can be my only path to victory. Like I have to just like make this work. Like if it doesn't work, I just like lose. But like I always lose anyway, so. If I pick up another Force of Newt, I win. If I pick up Linduuk or something like that, and I pick up an artifact, I win. Like, so many ways for me to win. I just need to draw one of them. So here, I just go ahead and trade. And then Blazing into play Nest, into play Waters. So I like this play, but I think I could have just gone for like play 5 things at once. So just like play 5 Orcas at once, and that would have been fine too. But again, I'm really just trying to draw into this Lindworm. That's all I need. I just need to draw the Lindworm. That's all. Oh, I also did this because he hasn't yet used the substitution yet, and his deck has like a lot of cards in it. So I wanted to guarantee that this way I'd be able to draw my card if he did in fact substitute, which you know now that he does have. I think he might have just been saving it for White Worm, which is pretty correct. Yeah. So then he just like floats up the board. I'm like, okay, yikes. So then I drop a Frozen Mammoth. And then my other Force of Newt. So if you're wondering why the Frozen Mammoth was in this deck, it's quite literally just because like I was trolling at the time and just like didn't know what I wanted my last 2 cards to be, because at the time I wasn't really feeling Galua when I first like made this deck, and then like obviously like as you see here I'm about to get punished because if this was Galua I could have drawn 2 more cards and that would have been like really good here, but yeah. So I go ahead and play the Force of Newt and then also the Frozen Mammoth. To be honest with you, I could just like try to play at one and not the other one, but yeah, but here he just like plays Mechwing, then plays Mechwing. And as long as his last creature is a 2/2, I have a chance. But if it's anything bigger than a 2/2, I don't. Yeah, like he then plays Unlock, and I'm like, okay, yikes, that's unfortunate for me. So now my next card has to be exactly Lindworm. It cannot be anything else. It either has to be Lindworm or it has to be something that gets creatures off of this board. Like it can only be one or the other. and I pick up Frenzy Drake. Frenzy Drake, I believe, will hit for 0 if I play it, so I just like concede here. I'm just like, oh, okay, yikes. I was pretty deep into my deck. I was about like at the halfway point, like, so I had like a 1 in 8 or sorry, slightly bigger than a 1 in 8 to draw the Lindworm there, and just been like fine, but I didn't draw it, and I'm sad. I'm like, oh, yikes, okay. But yeah, let's see. Like, I think I only played like 3 games with this deck, honestly. I'll probably show you guys the Porter game, where I won, and the Sword Card game where I lost. Because the Sword Card game was pretty bullshit, but yeah. If you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Every single subscribe and like, you know, greatly appreciated. Helps you know that like I'm like doing like good with the content. So yeah, I'll catch you.